What's up, everyone? It's me, Adam Prime, and I'm here with something kind of old, but something I'm definitely going to cover because it's more Revice stuff. And it's the GundePhone 50. Why is it called that? Because it's a gun phone. Why is there a 50? I have no clue. I don't know why I feel like this is going by really fast, but whatever. This was something released near the beginning of the toy line, and I just never picked up. On the side of the box, you got Revi and Vice using the phone. Him holding the phone like this is the same stock like stamp like picture. Like it's the same pose. He's even holding his finger up like I never. Okay, that's interesting. You have on the back what it can do. It can read other stamps, so you better believe You're gonna see what this thing can do with all the stamps so far. So, in future releases, this will obviously come in with everything else because it reads stamps. It can turn from a phone. It can turn from a gun. It makes shoot sounds. It makes shoot sounds. It has some Vice phrases. Yes, another device with Vice phrases. You got, obviously, it can scan it. I think that just says GundePhone 50. I don't know. I think that QR code is pretty much the instruction manual. And I'm really close up because this box is really small. Like it's really interesting. Bringing in like that's the volcano stamp. This is a small box. Um, and overall, this is, like I said, something I didn't pick up right away, and I saw it for $10, and I was trying to make shipping more worth it on an order, so I picked it up. So yeah, I'm looking at this more as from a discount price than the full price because this was originally like 22 bucks, and the functionality for me just wasn't there. But for $10, might as well see what it can do so I can talk about it on a video. So let's get the phone in here and we'll check it out. And here it is, the GundePhone 50. Again, I don't know why it's called that. You got the Vice picture and everything. It's very reflective. You can see my sweatshirt, and this is very small but fits well in the hand, I would say. Like, it works really well in the hand. But overall, I think it's really interesting. It obviously keeps the regular Revice color tones of the thing. You have its sensor right there, and that's what's going to read the Vice stamps. Got a fake camera and everything. Or very real camera, because this is a real phone. Got the thing to hold it right there. And you got this part, which I guess is the barrel. Like, that doesn't look much like a barrel to me. But what are you gonna do? And yeah, it's pretty interesting. So if you hit the button on the side, you can start getting phrases. But oh yeah, want to mention real quick, I do like how still has the coloring of like even the Revice driver has this pink and the little bumps. And overall, I think that's really cool. But if you hit the side, you'll get some lights. Oh yeah, I gotta take this. Oh, I guess it wasn't okay. And that was the first sound that you get from Vice, and it lights up, but on camera it looks a lot more blue. But like it's more of a white in person, and it almost has like a 3D effect. If you can see it, my camera's being really weird. But once I want to pick up, but like yeah, there's almost like a 3D effect on the Vice picture. I guess he just took a picture of my table. But what are you gonna do? And hit it one more time. And let's get into the gun mode. And yeah, it's not a bad little like pistol. The only thing is, if you're right-handed and you hold it like this, you're blocking the speaker. But since I'm left-handed, I don't have this problem. And you get the little shoot sound. You don't get any lights in this. Matter of fact, you can still hit it. But what are you gonna do? And oh wow, I never noticed this is clear. But you can shut it. You can open it. It doesn't really make anything. And again, these are just two separate little buttons. But you can cancel it. But like when you shoot it, it does make it go immediately back to the first phrase. But let's get some other Vice stamps that I have standing by, and we can use them in this. So, which, by the way, when you hook up the Vice stamp, there's 2 phrases per thing, but you have to scan it twice because this does nothing. The button no longer does anything, and if you change it to gun mode, the gun also doesn't do anything. So I'm surprised they didn't add an attack functionality to this, but whatever. You get another phrase. And that's, like I said, it only has 2, I think. Yeah. So, let's start getting through some of these. Next, we got lion. Oh. He mentioned something about remixes. And I'm going to face it more this way because there's nothing really to see and the speaker's right here, so I think it will be better to pick up what sounds it's making if I face it this way. But yeah, that's that one. Going up to... Oh wow, he actually mentioned what stamp it is itself. That's neat. And to grab the next one. All right. And there's that one. And I think it's honestly really cool that you get 2 phrases per Vice stamp. And that's kind of neat. So, I don't know. Moving on. The first Vice stamp to be released. Huh. All right. Oh, something fell. But it wasn't the next stamp. Huh. Huh. Now we move on to this one. Interesting. Now moving on to is that the same that we just heard? Oop. Knocking stuff over. Is that, didn't we just... Or was it the first one? I guess I was just weirdly misheard that. So, sorry for that little tirade. But, here we go. And there's that one. And now we get Vice's favorite one. You know, the one where he becomes a skateboard and he hated it? Did you mention Genom? Huh. That's interesting to bring up. Next you got... Next. This one I think definitely has the same phrases as Condor, which I kind of get because this one's a reuse of an animal and was like a movie thing, and I don't think it was an idea yet. And the other one's a promo, so it makes sense that they probably wouldn't have phrases. And I'm honestly thinking that's probably what's going to end up with, like, the upgrade stamps and everything, but we'll get to those in a second. Of course, he has to mention Revice. So yeah, at least you get unique phrases with that one. But let's see what that gives us. And now next is... I hit the button while I was picking it up. Oh, this one only has one. And it just sounded something like he was saying Grand Revice or something. So I wonder, well, what this will make it say. Oh, this one also only has one. Huh. I guess let's bring in the newest one, which also has Vice phrases, so we're making the Vice's touch. Wait, what happens if I use this one? No. Huh. That worked. We'll do the same thing. So yeah, it seems like all of the upgrade ones all have the same sound, which kind of makes sense. Well, Volcano had its own, I guess, but overall, I think this is really interesting, and something that it only works really with the original 10, or like the original lineup of stamps. So obviously, Rex is gonna work. But stuff like Toys R Us, Neobata, and all of them, they really weren't put in to consideration for this toy because they probably weren't decisions yet. Like pretty much if you had to plan out what some of the earlier toys was, why would it need to read Bat or need to read Toysaurus? So it's really only made for this initial 10. So I don't know how much I'll actually use it with other videos. I guess just to show what that stamp will do with it. But don't expect I feel too much out of it outside of like these ones. Matter of fact, this one didn't even do much. So this one. I realized my finger wasn't shot. But overall, for $10, it's not bad. Like, I don't think this would be worth 20. Yeah, you get a good number of phrases, and a lot of them you get 2. But, like, that means you only get, like, about 20-something phrases. Or 30, but, like, and that's a good amount, but, like, when you get certain things where it's like, when you get to a certain point, you can make all the sounds, unless there's a hidden sound in here somewhere, for stamps I don't have yet, but that's what I guess I'm gonna wait and see. But overall, I think it's fun. You know, feels good in the hand. You can shoot people. Overall, I can recommend the GundePhone 50 if you have at least the first initial 10 and some of the upgrades, because that's really all you need to get most of the sounds, unless there's one hiding out there, which I hope I can unlock at some point. But overall, it's nothing I feel is 100% or is that interesting. I just think for $10, it's not that bad. For 20, I'd feel like, that's not that great. But for $10, I'm happy with it. And if you need it, you want more Vice phrases, you just want a fake phone just to mess with people, I don't know. It's not that bad. So, to whatever I do next.